Hi.
This is our second attempt. Actually, this is like the 15th attempt to record this, but
Yeah, we're gonna make a Halloween video. So happy Halloween. We probably won't get this uploaded until the very end of Halloween night, or possibly even
November 1st.
Yeah. So spoopy. Basically we don't do anything on holidays, so we just make videos like we did on Christmas. By the way, if you're not aware, this is my fiance, Foxy. He's been in one other video on here with me, which was the Christmas video. And yeah, we don't have anything to do tonight. So he was like, we should make a video. And I was like, whatever.
Yeah, she's so enthusiastic about the whole thing.
But we hope that you guys are having, guys, gals, non-binaries, that you're all having a lovely Halloween, regardless of what you're doing, and that you're staying safe and whatnot. We are going to be doing a spooky Halloween tag video. There are 30 questions on this, and we're not going to do all 30 because we'd be here forever if we did. So I'm going to pick out some to answer, and that's how we're going to do it. Yeah.
Let's get started.
So the first question. Favorite horror or Halloween theme song? You can go first.
Okay. I've trying to remember which one I already said. Okay. My favorite one, like I said, I don't really listen to a lot of music. So my knowledge of different Halloween or spooky songs is limited. But I do like all the music from The Nightmare Before Christmas, obviously.
Obviously.
Yeah, each one of those pretty much is Halloween themed. The other one is I'm gonna put a spell on you on Hocus Pocus. That's I guess my favorite.
I like how you're still doing stuff with your hands even though they can't see it.
Well, people do that regardless.
I don't know. Yeah, I also like Hocus Pocus music. Yeah.
I also like.
Like.
Isn't that wait? Isn't that the only song?
Yeah.
I don't see another song.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
well, I mean, that's just a really good song.
I like Hocus Pocus music, the whole soundtrack, the whole one song.
Also, Spooky Scary Skeletons deserves to be mentioned just because. And then the other one that I thought of was Pet Sematary by the Ramones, I think. I know it's called. Wait, is it called Pet Sematary?
Oh Lord, if I knows. Who knows?
Yeah, it is. Okay. I was singing it in my head.
I was like, I can think of like the lyrics, but I can't think of the title or anything.
Okay, I'm not gonna. Okay, name something you wouldn't want to run into in a dark forest or in an abandoned building. I'll go first because mine sucks. First of all, Slender Man in the dark forest.
It says either or, so I don't think you have to do both of them.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, well, yeah, I wouldn't want to run into him in the forest or an abandoned building, even though I don't think he would fit in there.
Slender Man?
Isn't he supposed to be like super duper
Super Troopers?
super duper tall?
Well, yeah, he's
like a tree?
No. He's like maybe 7 foot, 8 foot. It's not like Attack on Titan or anything.
Whatever. That's my pick. Go ahead.
I think when we first were like trying to answer these questions, the answer I gave for the dark forest was a bear.
A black bear.
A black bear. Did not want to meet in a dark forest. I think I'm gonna do the abandoned building one though.
Go on.
I don't know. I'm trying to think here, and I'm like not able to think of something that would be in an abandoned building. I
These questions are hard.
Yeah, they are. I'm gonna go with the bear. I got nothing in the minute. So, change my mind. I would not want to run into a black bear in a dark forest at night.
Favorite horror monster or villain?
You want to go first?
No.
Somehow I can't, like, we answered all these and, like, somehow can't remember what I put.
You picked the thing.
Oh, yeah. Favorite horror movie monster was The Thing. John Carpenter's The Thing. It's just a really good movie, but it's also, like, a really original monster design. So I'm going to go with that one. Yep.
I still can't think of anything other than Slappy.
Yeah. Well, just go with that. Slappy's spooky.
No, not really. He's special. Slappy from Goosebumps is what I'm talking about. Also, you didn't mention It.
Yeah, because you liked it, so I thought that maybe instead of listing two, you could have one of your own.
Sorry. Yeah, It from It.
It from It. Moving on.
The creepiest thing that's ever happened while you were alone. I need the water. This one's all mine.
Oh. I thought you were talking about the water. Like, well, I'm not. I wasn't gonna try. I was like, I'm not gonna try and take it from you.
The creepiest thing that's ever happened to me while I was alone that I can think of. I was living alone in my mom's house. She had just moved out, and like, she wasn't selling the house yet. I don't know, but I was living in like, you know, a decent sized newer house on my own. Which was kind of creepy in itself because just like, I don't know, just living in a house on your own is kind of weird. But basically I was going to sleep one night and I think I experienced sleep paralysis because I didn't feel like I was asleep, but I also like couldn't move or do anything. And I remember like I kept hearing things that sounded like they were coming from the corner of my room, and like at first it wasn't like clear on what they were saying. It was just like a very ominous feeling. And then at one point in my head I said something like, "You can't hurt me, I have God," or something to that degree. And whatever it was, I heard back, "Your God isn't here." So whenever I was able to move again, I was really, really freaked out and proceeded to turn on like every single light I could and did not want to go back to sleep. And even though I'm not religious, now I still get really creeped out when I think about that because it was terrible. And
boy, that was a long story.
well, do you have anything?
No, I still don't have anything at all. Not much happens to me.
Are you superstitious? I'm not.
Let's just skip that one. Cause like, well, it's like a yes or no.
Okay.
It's like there's no explaining or stories. Like, are you?
Do you ever see figures in your peripheral vision?
No.
I feel like I have from time to time. Ironically, it's always like after I'm reading like No Sleep on Reddit or I've watched a horror movie, because even though like horror movies and those stories don't really scare me while I'm like reading them or watching them, I guess my subconscious is still like, I'm just gonna screw with you a little bit, and so I always feel like I do see things like out of the corner of my eye and stuff like that.
Actually, I'll throw in something. It's not really seeing a figure. It's not actually seeing a figure out of the corner of my eye or anything peripherally. But whenever I'm at the computer, I'll have my headphones on, drawing or whatever. It makes me really nervous if the door is not closed for some reason. And so when I'm listening to it, I'll feel unnerved about having that behind me. And then if someone upstairs or someone next to us like walks, I can feel the vibrations and I'm like, oh god, this is worse. Because it feels like someone's walking through the house. Because like the floors, you feel the vibrations.
I can get that.
Yeah, it's terrifying.
And a zombie apocalypse. What is your weapon of choice?
Oh, you're going first on that one.
I feel like I'd want something with a bit of range, but not particularly a gun, because they make a lot of noise. So, how heavy are machetes?
How heavy are machetes?
Yeah.
80 pounds, roughly. Just kidding.
I would be boned.
It's like your weapon of choice should be like a bicycle so you can get away faster.
I don't think that would do me any good.
Well, getting away? Plus you could lift the bike. Well, whatever. So a machete?
I guess, or some kind of sword.
I wouldn't want to use a sword because like you'd have to. Zombies get killed by getting like their brains destroyed. So unless you're really good at cutting the head in half, I probably wouldn't prefer a sword because yeah, you could probably get one of his arms, but he's still coming. So it's not really an instant kill. I've thought about this way too much, obviously.
Maybe a smaller knife.
A smaller knife? What happened to range?
I would want both. I would want a big ass sword as well as some little.
But the question was one item.
Whatever. They come as a pair.
What would you take to a desert island?
Go on.
Books.
What do you want to use?
If I was gonna use one in a zombie apocalypse, I would probably go with a hammer. Well, a hammer's, you could, like, it's not that big. Yeah, it's, like, heavy-ish, but, I mean, if it's the only weapon I'm carrying, I think it'll be okay. Does a lot of good, melee damage. Doesn't need precision, you just gotta whack them like one of those little mole things. You're done. So, yeah. Plus, I'd feel like Thor.
You should get a mallet then. Would you rather go to a Halloween party or go trick-or-treating? I would say trick-or-treating, but I feel like at this age it would be more trouble than it might be worth because of how people would react. So depending on the kind of Halloween party it was, I'd probably rather go to that. Like, neither of us really drinks or parties, so like I wouldn't want to go to a party where like you bob for apples and do stuff like that. You know, like your grandma's Halloween parties.
Yeah, my grandma throws, well, she used to throw some really cool Halloween parties. Just bump the tripod. Okay. I haven't been invited to a Halloween party.
You haven't gone trick-or-treating either, have you?
I'm getting to that.
I forgot about this.
Yeah, I've been to a few Halloween-themed parties. When I was in high school,
at
they
grandma's house.
Can I answer the question?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so my grandma, when I was growing up, used to have like a bunch of Halloween-themed parties. They were always fun because the whole family would get together. We do like little games and whatnot. When I was in high school, I went to like a few, like very, very, very few. I think like 2 or 3. But they were always kind of fun. But if I had to choose, I would go with trick-or-treating because growing up, I've never been trick-or-treating in my life. The family was like super protective, so like What's the word called?
Religious?
No, it's the one where you don't tell your kids stuff.
They sheltered you?
Yes, sheltered. I knew it started with an S. I was like, Serenity?
No.
Yeah, so they were like, you're not allowed to do this. Halloween's a bad deal. Whatever.
He also couldn't read Goosebumps.
Actually, I didn't really want to read Goosebumps. I was an Animorphs kid, and my monsters were from the Bailey School Kids.
Okay.
But yeah, I've never been, so I would choose trick or treating. What? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm gonna talk for 20 minutes, and then
You're in a horror movie. Are you the final girl, the first to die, the comic relief, the skeptic, the smart one, or the killer?
I'm the final girl. It's me.
What am I?
Fat one.
The fat one.
You're the fat one. What are the options again?
Basically, the person to live, the first to die, the comic relief, the skeptic, the smart one, or the killer.
You would be the smart one and the skeptic.
I could see that.
Yeah, blended together.
What was your first Halloween costume?
Well, we, growing up, we didn't really do a lot of, like, Halloween stuff, obviously. I think my very first costume was, I think probably one year I went as Harry Potter to my grandma's house. Oh, yeah, little kid dressing up as his favorite character. Laugh.
No, it's just it's pretty fitting.
But, I guess. I was certainly not magic. I don't think I was anything like him at all.
I can't remember what my first costume was because I feel like my parents probably dressed me up before I could recollect.
What about that tiger?
I was gonna mention that. Okay, so I feel like I should insert a picture.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, let's edit in a photo of that. This is what we're talking about.
Really bad. It wasn't a tiger. It was a jaguar or something with spots on it. But
she was a freaking cat.
My dad's girlfriend at the time did my makeup, and I actually went to a school party as this, and I'm just every time I look at it now, I can't. It's pretty.
I can't either. I don't know if I can keep going on. Oh my god.
What are you going to be for Halloween this year?
Take a guess.
Yeah.
Oh man,
I don't know.
Laughing way too hard at this. Yeah, I was like, I guess you could call me I'm a midnight. Super dark. Sorry, I have no idea why that struck me as being so hilarious. But
is that why you were laughing?
Yes, because I know what that picture looks like.
Oh, okay. I thought you were laughing at your own joke.
No, I'm not that funny. No, she's telling the story, and I'm like, all I can think of is that really out of focus picture. It's like, she's so out of focus in the photo. It looks like someone tried to like the Bigfoot sightings. I'm sorry. You keep going.
This is actually the last question. If you could have a spooky Halloween pet, black cat, owl, bat, rat, wolf, what would you pick?
I'll take a wolf, please. Who's giving out wolves?
Who has wolves as pets? Just
go to PetSmart. Dogs, cats, wolves.
I guess
this has quickly turned into a very funny.
Owls and bats would be relatively hard to get and take care of, but a wolf,
That's hilarious. But that's even an
I
option.
don't even know how to pick out of these though, because I'm not gonna say the wolf because I feel like that would be
hilarious.
But I love black cats. I also love bats though. Bats are so cute. I don't know what kind of a pet they would be like, but bats are so adorable. And rats are really great too. They're like really affectionate and smart. And I mean, everyone likes owls. I don't know. I'm gonna go with a bat or a black cat.
Wolf. Going with the wolf.
What are you gonna do with a wolf?
I don't know.
We can't even take care of Bisquick, okay? What are we?
He's fine. He's right up there. He's fine. Yeah, I gotta go with the wolf.
Also, the wolf would eat our cat. Granted, Bisquick would probably eat the bat.
This is like supposed to be like an alternate reality thing. Like,
No, it's not. This is like, what Halloween pet would you bring into your apartment tomorrow?
Wolf.
Yeah.
I'll get the wolf.
We're gonna sacrifice our beloved senior kitty.
Well, I'm just thinking we could like trade him to someone who loves wolves but has a pet fox. Like Pokemon style, just like swap them.
Okay. That was the last question. That's like a weird thing to end on.
Yeah. We could probably just make up one.
Go ahead.
What's your favorite scary movie?
He's being so cute. What?
What's your favorite scary movie? I got mine picked out.
I'm just gonna list off all of them. Hocus Pocus, Halloween Town.
Horror movie. Horror movie.
You're just gonna say The Thing again.
No, I'm not. How
What?
dare you?
What are you gonna say?
My favorite horror movie, Grave Encounters.
Oh my god.
That is a good movie. I love that movie.
I don't know how to pick. I like Cabin in the Woods a lot, but I wouldn't say it's.
I don't like that. I hate that movie.
Well, you're wrong. Okay. All I can think of is Hocus Pocus and Halloween Town.
Okay, what about Pet Sematary?
I also like Pet Sematary.
I think that has been like the answer to like half the questions.
Pet Sematary.
Pet Sematary.
I also like It a lot. Not because it's like really good, but just because it's hilarious to make fun of.
That's true.
But like as far as like an actual like horror movie that I like because it's good. What do I like?
I don't know, but we're really making a long video.
Yeah.
It's like a 40-minute long video. Yeah, it'll probably get there by November like 15th. So long. Happy Halloween, kids. Yeah, we'll probably just wrap this up. You're not going to be able to see this before you're already done with all the Halloween stuff, but hope you had fun.
Yeah.
Last night or last week. By the time we get it up. Hope you had fun on Halloween.
We upload this on Christmas.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure someone would see that as ironically fitting.
God, what is he doing?
I don't know. We're gonna end this, okay?
Yeah, okay.
Can edit out half this crap.
If you watch this far, you're a real trooper. Super duper trooper. And yeah, we hope you had a nice spooky Halloween day and night, and that you're alive and safe.
And I hope they gave you lots of Milk Duds and Kit Kats.
Unless you were lactose intolerant.
Well, thanks a lot, Debbie Downer. Okay, well, we'll go ahead and head on out. Thanks for watching. And guess we'll see you on Thanksgiving.
Bye.